from everything that Russo and Joe are saying, it looks like they're going to go after Brock Nelson after he shit himself with Colorado. They're probably going to overpay him to do it, and they're going to have him as the replacement for Rossi, and that disgusts me. That disgusts me that you would take a 35-year-old Brock Besser over Marco Rossi. It's insane. Cody Hunt wants to know, would we rather have EP40 or MM16, and what would it cost to get EP40? I mean, the reality is, if you can get Mitch from free agency rather than trading for Pettersson, that's definitely a win. And I like Mitch Marner better as a player, but you've got the center aspect, and I don't think Mitch Marner has any interest in signing with the Wild if we're going to be completely honest with ourselves. Pettersson scares me. Like, the fact that he'll be in a full, protected contract once he's here, if you did trade for him, granted, the upside is immense. Like, just imagine him playing with Kaprizov and or Boldy. But that proposition, what you'd have to give up for him, I don't know, man. I'm probably not really into that. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'd lean more on keeping, if you could keep Rossi, and if you had the choice of
that's not happening.
No, I know. This obviously, I don't think fucking Pettersson or Marner's happening either.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm this was the question was those two. So in my head, the ideal thing would be keep Rossi, sign Marner in free agency. I am one of the more positive ones still on Pettersson. I just think he's a fucking incredible hockey player in a crazy market with crazy situations going on the last couple of years. That's my preference for sure. I don't see their thing happening because, for me, it's just it's ludicrous to think you watched how good Boldy and Kaprizov just played with Eriksson Ek. You have Marco Rossi right there who's your second leading scorer. He's the only guy that's played in every game the last 2 years. He's stayed healthy since coming back from fucking almost dying. And then you saw how good Ryan Hartman was for you in that fucking postseason and how good he's been. You have three centers that could play right there. It's insane to me, the idea of shipping out the youngest of those three, who has been your second leading scorer, to bring in Brock Nelson, who's 34, 35 years old. It's crazy to me. So that's where I'm at with that, which is what I'm scared is going to happen. Again, like you said, it feels like that's kind of what they like, the idea of. Really don't like that. I don't know. The whole Rossi thing to me is mind-boggling, just given the fact that he's been so good the last couple of years. You're seeing everything that they've asked of him, he's done. And I mean, he's even produced when he's been staples to the bench at times. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. But it feels like that's just what reality is, and it sucks. So for me, yeah, if those two options on the table, I'd probably lean on Marner for the money and then throw money at Kaprizov. You can get Rossi for less than apparently whatever the fuck Nelson's going to get anyways. So there it is.
So how do you feel about Brock Besser, who's the other Brock that everyone's going to be talking about?
You can talk me into it. Depends what he wants, how much money he wants.
Yeah, the contract, the term, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
I'm scared about what they might invest, but I don't hate him being a guy that can play on your second line and actually give you another dimension of offense. But if he comes in and he wants a 9x7, no.
Right. Yeah, no, that's scary.
Sorry, Ben Hankinson, I love you, buddy. And I'm sure you can get that from a team, but I don't want it here. Yeah. And people are talking about oh, would you keep Nyquist if it only cost $1 million? No, because that's a roster spot that we're taking away from young guys yet again.
Liam
and he can't do it. He can't.
Yeah.
If they give him, even if it was league min, I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah.
Nothing against him. I'm sure he's a great guy, but
sure he's a beauty. Yeah.
Just a hard and fast no for me. How much is Kaprizov going to get?
Well, he's got a blank check waiting for him, so think he touches 15?
I think he absolutely could. I still wonder, like, is the conversation, all right, Kirill, here's a piece of paper. You write your number down. Just know that the higher the number is, the less help you're going to have. Take your pick.
I think that's what the conversation probably is and probably should be, to be honest with you.
People think that he'll go 13, and I think that's not happening. I think 15 is about right. 16, I'm okay with. I'm not as happy, but I'm not going to say no. If it's a 17, that's when I'm a little wary. But again, you're going to do whatever you have to do because you cannot afford to lose him. So, yeah. But I think 14 and a half, 15 is probably the number in my mind. If he takes less, awesome. Like, I would be thrilled. But I don't know. Oh, here's a real question. Z, does Billy get baited by contract year JoJo again?
He might.
He looked good.
He looked really good. So it's just I love JoJo. I'll lose my shit.
Tell you what. If it's between him and Nyquist, I'll take JoJo.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. These are really, like, there have been so many times now where I'm like, man, this option feels, or this like possibility or whatever is on the table. It's like, that feels like the obvious decision that they should make right here. And they're like, yeah, we fucking hate Marco Rossi, actually. Like, oh, shit. I didn't see that one coming. Oh, no.
I'm just, like, so nervous about where Rossi might end up.
I'll take him.
Yeah, Cole, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, man. Mateo asked, how long after July 1st does the trade conversation start? For me, I'm giving it a week. After that, I'm scared.
Yeah, probably. It's probably where I'm at.
You can't afford to lose him. You cannot.
Well, also, like,
lose a trade.
Let's say you're trading him and you're intending to sign the replacement or whatever. How many guys are available 7 days after July 1 that are worth, like, throwing legit dough at? You know what I mean?
And Cosgrove is replying to him, and Cosgrove, July 1st is relevant because Kaprizov cannot sign his extension until then. Yeah, okay, sorry. We did mean Kaprizov, yes. No, Rossi will be traded before the draft.
Yeah.
He has to be. If he doesn't, it's because the market for him is so bad that they couldn't pull the trigger on anything.
Yeah.
Which, after the way he was deployed, his value can't be high.
Yeah, it's not like they fucking, like, did anything to boost the stock, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why you do, like, you've got to have some level of, like, petty bitterness towards a guy to not only hurt the team and hurt him to the point that now you can't even trade him, but hey, you proved your fucking point. Good job, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to sign my Rossi jersey, by the way.
Yeah, I guess so, all right.
Motherfucker. What jersey do I need to get to, like, really test this out, though? Because, like, I can't do someone that's already been signed. Like, if it was, like, Boldy or Faber, it's like, well, no, they're here long term. I need it to be a young guy that people are confident in, and I will not do Zeev Boyum because I would be terrified to be the cause of that. But pretty much anyone else is on the table. Ooh, Yurov could be a good one.
That's where I was about to go. Yeah.
Yurov could be a good one. If someone sends me a Yurov KHL jersey, it'll be up immediately.
Yeah. Last thing on this, though, that we have to at least mention is Marc-Andre Fleury. The fact that he got traded and re-signed here was fucking awesome for this franchise. Like, having players like him not only, like, whatever, accept the trade here, but then choose to stay and, like, clearly love it, accept the role. At no point was he bitter about not being, like, the 1A or whatever. Like, stuff like that to me is huge for organizations like the Minnesota Wild, where it's not necessarily like a hot spot for, like, some of the biggest stars in the show to sign or whatever. It was really fucking cool having Marc-Andre play for the Minnesota Wild for, what was it, 3 years, 4 years? Like, very, very cool. Got a lot of good performances. Got a lot of great fucking just like overall media presence in general. Like, really cool dude. Obviously a legend in the NHL. It was fucking awesome to have him here. I'm like, it's very, very sad to see him go. Whatever they have to do to keep him around, do it. I don't care. Him and Zuccarello, whatever that fucking guy decides to stop playing hockey. that'll be part of the Kaprizov contract too, Zuccarello.
Yeah, his comments were fun.
Yeah.
If I end up in the front office, I'll get Kaprizov to sign.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Player GM. Yeah.